Prepare yourself, Dan Saiyan.
What is up guys, Blackscape here, and today I have a brand new Dragon Ball fan animation, and this one is a little bit on the mature side because Vegeta's got Frieza in a very sus position. And so you've been warned, this is Vegeta's revenge. And before I begin, make sure you check out yesterday's video where I talk about Anime War for the first time on the channel. You guys been asking for it, and so I started that series. Make sure you go ahead and check it out. I'm gonna leave a link to it in the description in the top comment. Let's jump into this animation. Now this is another Lord Aizen Dragon Ball fan animation, but it is on his other channel called Demon God Monaka, and it is a fan animation with credit to Darkness Art as the artist and Lord Aizen as the director. I'm gonna leave a link to the original Dragon Ball fan animation in the description below in the top comment. Lord Aizen sent me a DM, asked me if I wanted to go ahead and review this one, and so I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and jump right in, because this one is a lot of dialogue, but it shows what a evil Emperor King Vegeta would do if he finally got his revenge on Emperor or the ex-Emperor Frieza. And I like to think that Vegeta would just utterly destroy Frieza, but a part of me does see this scenario happening in real life. So let's go ahead and see exactly what Vegeta's revenge actually looks like.
Kuso. そいつは惜しいことをしたな。だから貴様はバカだって言うんだ。貴様はこの俺がなんという屈辱だ。このフリーザ様があんな奴に、あんな猿野郎のサイヤ人なんかに。
Right off the bat, I would say that this is a worse way for Frieza to go out than just be in hell with the teddy bears, how he was in Resurrection of F. I think this is probably a worse demise for Frieza because he can't stand. He cannot stand the Saiyans, and he absolutely loathes Vegeta. So for him to end up in this sort of scenario is probably his worst nightmare. Now, this seems to be a very simple opening to the animation. We have some really good voice dialogue here from the Japanese connected to this animation. Not sure if this is from the series or not, and they're just kind of making up what they're saying, or if some voice actors that are uncredited, they're the ones that jumped on this. But the Frieza and Vegeta voices, they do sound like that's who they are. And Frieza tied up to the back of the wall. First of all, I told y'all this looked a little bit sus, but when you look deeper into it, this is Vegeta's throne, and of course he's got the ex-Emperor right behind him in chains, unable to move, unable to do anything, and it looks like Vegeta actually spent some time kicking Frieza's ass as Frieza is wounded, his head is cracked, and he is tied, chained up to the back of that wall.
信じられん。こんなことがあるはずがないと思っていた。悪夢が。おお、そうか。お前に言われちゃおしまいだ。情けないやつめ。おのれ。いよいよこの俺ベジータ様が全宇宙を支配する時が来たのだ。なんだと？そうだ。その資格があるのはこの俺だけだ。ベジータのくせに偉そうな口を。もう決めちまったんだ。貴様を完全に消去してやるって。二度と蘇るんじゃないぞ。貴様はもう終わりだ。おのれ、そんなバカな。
Vegeta seems to only be keeping Frieza around for a little bit. His time is numbered. He's there as a trophy for a set amount of time, but Vegeta says that you will be destroyed. But first, Vegeta wants to become the Emperor of all. So he basically wants to take Frieza's spot in becoming the #1 Emperor in the entire universe. Once he does that, I think he says Hakai, he will completely erase Frieza so he cannot be resurrected again, more likely in a public execution in front of everyone, his entire empire. That way they know what he did to the last emperor, the last being that controlled the entire galaxy.
俺は貴様なんかに殺されるくらいなら自らの死を選ぶぞ。この猿野郎が。
Here we are at Frieza's confession. Frieza would rather take his own life than be destroyed by the likes of Vegeta. It's a very dark confession to make because Frieza isn't the type to kind of like want to willingly destroy himself. He's underhanded and he likes to undercut a lot of people, but he isn't like that, at least as we've seen in the anime. But I think there is something of underhandedness here because if he does kill himself with his own hand, he will just end up going to hell instead of being completely erased, with a possibility of getting resurrected eventually, which I feel like all Dragon Ball Z villains have that option. And Vegeta just laughs and laughs and laughs. As the camera pans out and we look at Frieza's prison here, we see that the chains are not only around his body, but they're holding him in place to what looks like to be a totem in the shape of the Saiyan army insignia. So the only way that this is keeping Frieza here is if it is making it so he cannot power up, and it could be either the totem or the chains or the binds on his arms are making it so he can't really like move out of the way. Maybe they're made out of that extremely hard metal, the strongest metal in the universe or something, and he can't move, or he's completely sapped of energy, but something is keeping Frieza there, and he is still in final form. He should have at least a little bit of ki left, but it looks like Vegeta took care of that, and he is at Vegeta's mercy. I really do love this what if scenario of Vegeta finally getting his revenge. I think it fits a kind of multiverse what if scenario for Vegeta very well. And Demon God Monaka or Lord Aizen even said if this video gets to 1 million views, he will come out with part 2 where Vegeta actually executes him again. I think it would be cool to see Vegeta Hakai Frieza as a public execution. I think that's the way that he would go with it. But you do you, man. Hopefully it gets to 1 million. This is going to be Blackscape signing off. Take care, guys.
Subscribe for more content.